What's good with you? Back in black with another video. Today, we are talking about some more enlisted news. We got a brand new campaign, we got some more gameplay features, but right before I get into that, if you guys are new to the channel and you love shooting games just like me, make sure you aim for that like button and shoot that subscribe button as well. It'll reduce your skill-based matchmaking and it'll help you find better teammates because we all know how hard it is to come by those. But let's get into the news. One thing I can say about Enlisted that I can't say about a lot of games is that they be getting in these little zones where like they're constantly updating the game, whether that be bug fixes, content integration, taking consumer feedback, and the best thing about it is that along the entire way it's all leading up to a really big update, which is what I guess we got going on right now, because it seems they're adding a fifth campaign to the game. And I guess I alluded to this in my previous video when they said that they were going to be introducing medics in a brand new campaign of a famous battle. But they were right. It is one of the more famous battles. You know it, you love it. We're talking about Stalingrad. And I'm going to say, if you played a World War II game, I'm pretty sure you know what that is. And it's one of the more iconic battles that you've seen in at least 5 games that you played. So that's good. I mean, it's not brand new or anything like that, and if you ask me, I'm gonna say that it's giving me Berlin vibes, because is there really a huge difference between Berlin and Stalingrad? We still got intense close quarters city street to street fighting, but hey, new content is new content, so let's get into the news. So, in typical corporate or gaijin fashion, however you want to look at it, the first thing they go on to talk about is monetization, or how they can get some money out of the consumer. And I mean, you'd be surprised to know it's actually kind of a step in the right direction, or I guess less on the egregious side, if that's what you want to think about it. But it says without microtransactions and with accelerated leveling. In the Battle of Stalingrad, there is no more selling of campaign levels, weapons, soldiers, or indeed upgrades for gold. Instead, there is a long-awaited game format where players progress rapidly while squads and weapons are already upgraded. You purchase the full access pack and you get access to all of the bonuses for the entirety of the campaign, whether that be on the allies or the access side, which that is one of the complaints we had before, where you couldn't really separate your time equally between grinding the allies or the access, because it took so long to level up one side of the campaign, and for you to go to the other side and try to do that whole thing again was too time consuming, and it wasn't like worth the grind in a sense, which caused people to usually main one side or the other. I alluded to that to one of my older videos, if you want to watch that. But the next thing they go on to talk about is accelerated leveling. Rapid progression of the campaign will allow you to concentrate on the fun of battles, not on farming and leveling up. Pre-maximum level. Which, if you ask me, like the way they write in these articles is very it's not the best English or the best grammar, so it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard for me to understand that first, but I think I got a grasp on what they really meant. So, open squad, a recruiter, soldier, or purchase weapon are issued and are chained and already upgraded. It's one step to the maximum level, and when they say one step to the maximum level, I think what they really mean is when you get the pack or whatever, all the soldiers and all the guns and stuff you get, it is one level away from being max level. So let's say you were to buy a soldier or a gun, you would get it already at 4 stars. So that's basically what they're getting at with this. Only one full access pack. Soldiers, weapons, campaign levels cannot be purchased or upgraded for gold. This makes full access players equal in their military capabilities. So anybody who does buy the full access pack, since everybody is already going to have 4-star soldiers and guns, they're saying that everything is going to be more equal, as opposed to whoever spends copious amounts of money is obviously going to have better guns and more levels and stuff like that, because they're already being a whale and spending that much money. Unfortunately, it seems like if you don't buy the full access pack, you're still going to be progressing at the normal rate, which is kind of a shame if you ask me, because I was hoping that in this update they will also address the fact that free-to-play players or people who don't spend money are still progressing at a sluggish, painfully slow rate. And I'm gonna assume that the majority of the people who play this game don't spend that much, if any, money on it. So it's kind of a shame that, for them, they still got to progress at a snail's pace, while people who drop $30 basically get 4 times the EXP or whatever they're doing. So it's like they're boosting the incentive for people to spend money, but they're not boosting the incentive to play the game in general. But that's another story for another time. But on a more positive note, away from the monetization side of the game, we do have some new exclusive gameplay features coming in this new campaign. So the first thing they got is flamethrower tanks. Firepower as it is, instead of shells, these vehicles will be shooting burning jet flaming liquid at the enemy. Gives me those Pacific vibes, which is really the campaign that I was hoping for, but that's also neither here nor there. These tanks can shoot their flamethrowers up to 40 meters, comparably further than handheld flamethrowers. I would hope so. Large fuel ammo supply. They can basically shoot fire for a long time. And if you scroll down, I'm gonna link the article down in the description. They do have two short, very, very short, mind you, videos of the tanks moving around in action, shooting the fire and stuff like that, with some very, very quirky music, if I do say so myself. So check that out if you want to. I'll link it down in the description. Next gameplay feature they got is aviation attack. So radio men, right? They can now call in bombing runs instead of just artillery strikes, which is you would think that it's the same thing, but according to what they are saying in this article, the bombing runs are going to be way more effective. The drawback is that they're going to take longer to actually come in and hit the ground. And another thing about it is that you can actually shoot the bombers down, which is good. That's really good. They have some counterplay to all this, I'm not going to say overpowered because we haven't even seen it yet, but they have some counterplay to all these new features that are coming into the game. So if you want to, you can build an anti-aircraft gun and you can shoot the bombers down before they actually drop the bombs. Or if you're in a plane, which I guess there's a very select few of you that are plane mains and plane masters out there, annoying everybody on the ground with your bombs and whatnot, you can actually do something else besides annoy people on the ground, and you can shoot down some enemy bombers. So that's nice. Gives you something else to do in the air. So that's good. I already talked about this, extensively in my last video, but I'll cover it again briefly. They are adding medics into the Stalingrad campaign as well for the first time. Basically, they're just a class that has like a plethora of bed kits. Not only can they heal you constantly, they can drop a little pack on the ground where you can constantly resupply yourself with med kits. And they have some more screenshots of what they look like on the Russian side as well as the German side. I do really like the look of the Russian soldier, I will say that. Like I said in the last video, the helmet for the German soldier, I feel like that's just going to get you targeted and killed, but that's neither here nor there. As long as they're being authentic with the uniforms, I cannot complain. Moving on, they do have some new updates coming to the weaponry as well. Basically, they are retuning the recoil. So basically, weapon performance, even of the same class, will become noticeably more diverse. Recoil, since most of the soldiers, I guess all of them, are right-handed, they say the recoil is gonna be more realistic in the fact that when you shoot, the recoil is going to hit your right shoulder and cause your aim to pull more to the right, and you'll have to adjust for that more than you did in the past. They have videos on the actual article showing you the difference between the old version and then the new version. Personally, when I looked at it myself, I didn't see a huge difference, so I think it'll still be pretty easy to control recoil overall, except for machine guns if they're making that worse because they already nerfed them, because machine guns were kind of OP. That's also another story. Aside from retuning the recoil, they have damage rebalancing. The damage of bolt action snipers at close and medium range will be more significant. Honestly, I thought bolt action snipers were always kind of a 1 to 2 hit no matter what, but hey, if they're making it stronger, then I cannot complain. Lethal outcome is more guaranteed. On the other hand, the damage of some machine guns is going to get decreased, so they're nerfing some machine guns. I don't know why. That makes me kind of sad. Some machine guns are kind of my favorite class for dispatching large groups of enemies besides for machine guns, which you don't get that often, so that's tough. They got new shot sound effects, which you can also hear in the video if you want to hear that yourself. Of course, the link will be down in the description. So yeah, they're changing the sound of the guns. They are also adding remote explosives, so that's pretty cool. The remote explosive will take up an inventory slot where the mine is, so all the way down at the bottom. And yeah, basically it's like a satchel charge. Instead of an explosive pack where you can get 5 seconds, you can basically detonate it whenever you want. They are also adding an engineer ampule launcher. I don't know how to pronounce that. Forgive me. This fires a capsule of flammable mix. So basically, it's like a pocket flamethrower, which I'm glad they're adding that. They're going all the variety in this game. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will be happy to hear this as well. They're adding some more soldier and vehicle customization into the game. Basically, you can change like hats and uniforms and camouflages on your individual soldiers, and that's good because I feel like whenever you like got a new squad, they would get that uniform and then that was it. You would never see that uniform again on any other squad. So that was kind of tough. If you can customize all the soldiers, that's good. Um, and last but not least, at the bottom of the article, they got some more screenshots of Stalingrad. And like I said, I'm gonna post them up on the screen, and you can see for yourself. Does this not give you Berlin vibes already? I mean, I think Stalingrad is a great addition to the game, and I'm not complaining in the slightest. Like I said, new content is new content. I'm happy about it. It's just for the simple fact that if you look at it, tell me down in the comment section, does it not give you Berlin vibes already? The only difference I can think of would be like Red Square. That would be a nice experience to have. Maybe the Volga River. And yeah, I don't know. It's just I get they already got the rural part of the Russian campaign down in the first one that came out with the game. This is basically just taking a more urban approach to it, which I'm not opposed to. It's just I wanted a little more variety in what they're delivering. Maybe like Operation Market Garden or the Pacific. I really just want to see the Pacific. That's really what I want to see. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, but like I said, I'm happy they're adding this into the game. I'm not complaining in the slightest, and I'm looking forward to playing it. What I want to know is, are you guys gonna get that pack that comes with the game for $30 just so you can level up faster across both sides, or are you still gonna be a free to play kind of guy? How do you guys feel about that? What do you think about the campaign in general? That's really all I got for the article. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your opinions down below. Like I said, it's straight, just giving me Berlin vibes already. But thanks again for watching. I appreciate you very much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch if you want to see me play live. And I hope you have a lovely day. Black Guy out.